Hi Aries, this is your end of the month reading from February the 15th to the 28th. I hope everyone is having a good month so far. If this resonates with you, please like, subscribe, share, comment. If it doesn't, check your moon and rising because you could be in that energy as well. Okay, let me just pull some cards here to start us off. Just give me time with this energy. Sorry, Aries, I ran out of storage. So, we have the Nine Pentacles in reverse here. And the Nine of Pentacles is kind of my self-worth card, my kind of self-love card. So again, it just seems like we are not putting enough value on ourselves. We're not caring for ourselves enough. We're not putting, you know, that kind of self-love energy to ourselves. And your intuition might have been saying this, or your intuition may be being like, hey, it's time to kind of start moving in this direction. Being like, I need to, you know, you might be again this week saying, hey, I need to care for myself more. I need to value myself. I am a good person. You know, your intuition is feeling like it's trying to lead you in that area. Because right now it's just feeling like a little low, and it's vibing kind of a little low as well. We have the Chariot in reverse, which means, again, feeling like the stuck energy, feeling like things aren't moving forward for you. And I honestly think it's when we kind of attach ourselves to that kind of self-worth, things will start to be picking up for us, or things will kind of move forward. It's just feeling like you're like, yeah, something does have to kind of change here. I need to really kind of refocus my energy here, really kind of start to be honest with myself. We have the King of Cups in reverse, so you might be dealing with a water sign who is not emotionally available here, or this could be you as well, who is just kind of like not being honest with ourselves, not being vulnerable with ourselves enough to kind of be like, hey, this is something I actually need to work on. I need to start doing this. I need, you know, I don't want to feel this way anymore. I am going to open myself up emotionally here, work on my emotions, work on my self-love, the care for myself as well. You know, understanding that I am not a perfect human being, but I can grow, and I can start to kind of learn to kind of love myself and kind of keep growing that way. Again, it's feeling like a really inner kind of reflective time for you in that sense here, because I do think it's something that really kind of needs to change for you, Aries. Popping in here, we need to start giving ourselves more love, a lot more self-respect here, a lot more caring energy to ourselves as well. There might be, again, like I was saying, you might be dealing with this water sign right now, so maybe that water sign had to do with some of this kind of not feeling great about yourself. But whatever it is, you're kind of moving away from this energy. You're moving away from whatever was not making you feel great over here, whether it's yourself or someone else. You're like, it's time to move on. It's time to kind of get away. That's what the Six of Swords is all about, is time to leave. Time to kind of go somewhere else. Maybe you're traveling here as well. Maybe you need to leave a certain situation, leave just where you're at for a little bit, take a week away to kind of rebuild yourself here. Whatever it is that you have to do, it just kind of means travel. It just kind of means movement, kind of means kind of getting away as well. So whatever you have to do to kind of rebuild your self-worth, your self-confidence here, that's going to be something that's going to be super beneficial for you, especially if you're feeling stuck. Because we have the Ten of Pentacles in reversed. You have the Four of Cups in reversed. I feel like this week you're going to see, like, you're going to be like, this is not my happiness. This is not what I've dreamed of. This is not my abundance. This is not, you know, I feel like, again, there's almost like this push and pull factor for you this week, and Sag kind of had this energy as well. But I feel like it's time to kind of make a critical review of what is feeling good in our life, what is we feeling happy in, and make changes for places where we're not feeling happy. And sometimes that might be with our own selves here as well, right? So we want to start making choices and see things that move to our overall happiness. I honestly want you to write a list of things that will make you happy, or the way you feel this week when you have something you've always wanted, or that dream kind of life for yourself, because I need you to get into that energy that A, it's plausible, B, where you're like, yeah, it's coming, this is what I want, and have that kind of clear understanding of it. And then when it's on a list, you know, you're kind of sending it out to the universe. Because right now, I just think the way you're kind of talking to yourself, the way you're kind of blocking your emotions here, is not allowing the right things to come towards you. And the Four of Cups in reverse is about you now seeing the signs from the universe. Now you see what the universe is trying to bring in for you, because you're aware, because you're kind of now open to it. You're looking for it now. Again, these might be signs from the universe I'm getting. You might see angel numbers, or you might be thinking about something and you might see something. You're like, oh, that's kind of weird. Here, yeah, you're just gonna be very focused in these 2 weeks of maybe seeing like what, being open to signs, or asking the universe to send you a sign if you should do this. Be open to that this week, because I think they're trying to kind of lead you into a different direction here. Because right now it's just, again, we're the place we are, we're just not valuing ourselves, we're not seeing the care in ourselves. I'm sorry to kind of keep repeating that, but I kind of have to let you know, Aries, like, you got to change that. It's something that you just got to change. You got to work on it, you know, here, because we're going to work on getting you to this place where this 10 of Pentacles moves upright, where you have everything you want in life, because you genuinely feel like you deserve it. You genuinely care for yourself enough to be like, no, it doesn't matter, you know, I'm a human being, I deserve this, I deserve love, I deserve happiness, I deserve whatever it is that I kind of want in my life. We're moving you in that direction here. Yeah, King of Wands in reversed, Hierophant in reversed. There's just this energy with you that you might be feeling too, that there's a natural energy that you want to rebel, that you kind of naturally be like, I hate to say this, like, fuck everything, like, whatever, like, you know, that you have a tendency that you want to get into that kind of mood where it's just like, well, whatever, like, I'm not going to do that, or you're naturally just having this kind of rebellion or against it, this rebellion energy. And some of that has to do with this kind of Queen of Wands energy, Aries, where the Queen of Wands reverse is someone that can become a little bit bitter, someone who is maybe fiery but in the wrong ways, has a temper, some anger here as well. And again, we all get like that. We all get anger. But it's just saying that we just have to look what is kind of making us want to rebel in these 2 weeks. What feeling is it that we are having that makes us naturally just want to say fuck everything and move away? You know, like, what sweet spot is kind of it hitting to us? What nerve is it hitting is what I should really be saying here. Because I think there's going to be, like, again, like I was saying before, there's going to be a lot of information that is coming to you, and I think it's going to be a really, like, almost reflective time for you. An eye-opening time is what it's kind of feeling like, and being like, okay, why was I like that? What's my natural feeling of wanting to rebel against this situation, of wanting to rebel against everything? You know, like, why do I get that way? What is it that kind of makes me tick, or what is it that I'm feeling here? Opening ourselves up kind of emotionally here as well, because again, that Queen of Wands reverse is someone who's maybe not in their passionate energy, someone who's not feeling creative, who's kind of feeling lulled in life, and is kind of feeling a little bit bitter because of it. So again, watch kind of what is making us feel that bitterness towards life. Okay. Moon card coming out as well. Moon card came out for Sagittarius as well. The Moon card kind of represents delusions, lies, our own kind of inner darkness sometimes, our shadow work, you know, the things that we are working on within kind of ourselves. Again, it feels like there is this almost there is a kind of a need to go deeper this week. There is a need to kind of look at ourselves from that shadow side, look at us as human beings. You know, there's no good and bad, but it's in the sense of being like, okay, what is it here that I need to work on within my shadow self? Might be dealing with a Pisces here as well, or a Taurus, but again, it just feels like it's going to be a reflective time where you're kind of looking at that shadow stuff. You're looking at that moon energy. You're looking at, okay, what delusions are happening in my life right now? What lies are kind of being told? What's not kind of working out for me here? What is kind of being kept in the dark here? So shadow work, I think, is going to be kind of big for you. If you need to do some meditations, there's tons of meditations like on YouTube that'll help you to clear some of this out, clear some of this energy, and kind of refill it with kind of more love and openness here. Maybe you have to work on your things to open up your heart chakra here as well. But yeah, we're definitely going to be looking at that. The universe wants you to work with it, and that's what the Three of Pentacles is coming up here as well. But we're kind of being a little bit ignorant to it with the Nine of Swords. The universe is being like, yeah, we want to work with you. We want to, you know, create something here of value for you. But you have to also be accepting of it as well. You also have to be open to it as well. You also have to go, okay, let's create, let's build, let's work on this. And that's what they're asking you to kind of do. They're asking you to, A, show up for yourself, and B, to be like, okay, it's, if you want this to change, if you want this to happen, we will work on it together. You know, we will start doing things to raise our vibration, to kind of open ourselves up emotionally, to do this kind of, it's not easy stuff, like really hard stuff, and it might feel painful because you're opening some boxes, but again, do it at your own pace. You know, things don't get solved in a day. It's about just being on that path to living a more fulfilled life, to the path to kind of opening up here and changing things, openness to that kind of change. Because with the Eight of Swords here, the Eight of Swords is things that we kind of do to ourselves. It's like mental games, overthinking, fear, boundaries we put on ourselves in our own mind because we can't do things. So this might be thinking like, nothing will change. The universe doesn't, like, is not doing anything for me. You know, everything's completely fine as it is. It's just kind of those kind of barriers that you're putting on yourself. You're not like opening yourself up to maybe like, oh, maybe if I work on this a little bit, you know, or if I change this, or like what needs to be changed in my life. You know, it's just putting those immediate blocks down in your mind, being like, no. And I think some of that comes with this like natural kind of rebellion that you're feeling here. And this rebellion is a bit of bitterness. So it's telling you to take a lot of time to yourself in these 2 weeks, as much as you kind of can here. Okay? And because this is what is happening in these 2 weeks for you. You are kind of shifting your mindset, shifting your energy, and changing how you think about yourself. Getting rid of some of that internal conflict that's there, which you might not even notice it was there before until you take this time to rest and take this time out to just ponder and think and be with yourself. And then you start to see things. You're like, whoa, like I really do that in these situations. Or why is my natural reaction to think this way when that happens to me? You know, it's almost like you're becoming like your own philosopher here, a little bit. You're kind of being like, you're questioning kind of everything and being like, what, you know, why did I think that thought when you know, someone didn't text me back in 2 minutes? I don't know, whatever it is for you, but it's going to be this kind of self-discovery in a way of things that kind of need to change. The Nine of Wands is coming out here. You're like, I don't know about this. You're like, I don't know about this. And I get that feeling from you. I get that resistance. I feel that resistance from you, Aries. But, you know, who am I to say what you should and shouldn't do? I'm not here to do that. I'm just hearing what I see in the cards. And the choice is going to be up to you. Why not? Try it. If it doesn't work, then just be like, didn't work for me. You know? Just be open to it. You're not going to trust this issue. But I feel like, again, maybe when you look back on this time, you're going to be like, oh, that actually did wonders for me. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. For Aries, please. For Aries, please. Came out with such aggression. Okay, you got the Energy Oracle. You have Man Holding a Heart reversed. When this card is reversed, it could indicate a disconnect or even a total shutdown regarding your emotional life. It's time to open up and know that you can handle deep emotions and the energy that they are bringing up. And that's what we're talking about here with opening ourselves up emotionally, right? The King of Cups, the Moon card popping up here, this working with the universe, but having those blocks within ourselves to not want to do it. So, know that you can handle deep emotions in the energy that they bring up. Whether it's anger, grief, or utter bliss, you can be comfortable in their experience and in their expression. The man holding a heart reverse can also indicate a difficult connection or even a relationship with a man who may be easy to anger, deceitful, or quick to criticize. His behavior can be attributed to fear and self-doubt, yet he would never admit it. And that is the energy we're kind of talking about in this whole read, right? It's like that being that rebellious energy of being like, I won't admit this to myself. And that's what I was talking about in this. If like, we need to kind of be honest with ourselves these weeks. You deserve honoring in any relationship, and this includes relationship with yourself. So set some boundaries and don't buy into this emotional chaos. Your soul longs for emotional peace. And that's exactly what we're kind of doing this week. Your affirmation is, I am comfortable with all my emotions, good and bad, or, bliss or anger. I honor and express them in appropriate ways. I feel at peace. Your anger is not wrong, for feeling that way, for that rebellion side, but, is it doing something for you? Or what is it that anger trying to tell you? I'm an Aries moon. I get fiery as fuck, but I'm just saying. Portal. Doors opening, you decide. Reward, wild card. Doors are opening for you. Your thoughts are extra powerful right now, right? Extra thoughts about ourselves as well, how we are kind of thinking of ourselves. Planets are aligning. The timing is right. And it's true, the planets are all kind of, are all direct right now. The universe is saying, yes, you have the Midas touch. Your hard work is being rewarded, and this is the time when you can reap the reward for the effects made in the past. It's time when you achieve lots, great leaps can be made, extreme transformation can occur, and great distances can be traveled in a short space of time. You're swimming the cosmic current of life. What experiences would you like to have? What would you like to create? What new adventures would you like to manifest? Do not lose focus. Use this moment in time wisely, and be conscious and clear with your emotions and thinking. Projects that have been working on are coming to fruition, and things are in full bloom. It's time to take your harvest and taste your well-earned fruits. When this card comes up in the spread, it's a sure sign that effortless change is possible. If you've been looking for a sign, this is a portal into your new reality, and now is the time to make big changes. If you've been guided to switch things up, you're extremely well supported right now. Use this energy and jump right in. All right, Aries. Kind of an intense reading, but I think it's something that will be valuable to you. That was the end of the month reading. I hope it helped.